Long time no see, everybody, and this time I'm triggered. I'm venting, ranting, whatever you want to call it today, because I ran into yet another article about Sonic games, and this one triggered the hell out of me. Let's just get right to it. Okay, look at this. The hardest boss fights in Sonic the Hedgehog. Yeah, okay, we're going in deep, we're getting controversial, we're going in here, okay? And you know, I won't even read the whole article. I'm just gonna point out who they said was really hard, because I looked at this and, okay, yeah, there's some that are hard, but then there's some where it's like, dude, seriously? Out of everything, seriously, that's hard to you? The whole franchise, this is what's hard? That's crazy. All right, so number one is Perfect Chaos from Sonic Adventure. That right there, I was like, oh, what is this article? What is this article? Perfect Chaos ain't that hard. He's easy. He's easy. Look at this. I can't. As the monstrous final form of chaos, the god of destruction, Perfect Chaos floods Station Square, turning a bustling city into a chaotic battleground. This fight is memorable not just for its challenging mechanics, but also for its scale. It was the first time the Sonic series delivered a boss encounter on such a massive level. The battle required players to dart across the flooded city in supersonic form, dodging attacks while building up enough speed to penetrate Chaos's watery defenses. What made this fight tough wasn't just the fast-paced action, but the necessity of flawless execution, as any misstep could mean restarting a phase. Alright, so you know how we're gonna do this? I'm gonna show you guys what they think is hard, and we're gonna go do it, so give me a moment, I'll be right back. Alright, so let me show you guys how it's done, okay? I have 12 lives. What is this save file? What in the world? Anyway, they say this is one of the hardest Sonic boss fights. Well, I don't think it's really all that hard, okay? Let me show you how it's done. You just speed on forward. You just go. You just go forward, you know? It's just that easy. And, you know, if any of you find these boss fights hard, this isn't me trying to diminish your skills, okay? This is just me, like, ranting about an article who's has the audacity to just say, like, yes, out of all the boss fights, okay? Like, where's Sonic Frontiers, the Master Coco trials, okay? Master King trials. Come on, man, come on. You know exactly what I'm talking about. It's so easy. Look at that. I mean, okay, yes, this is the first phase, okay? It's the first freaking phase. The second phase is probably the one that they're obviously talking about, okay? But I'm gonna show you guys why it's really not that big of a deal, okay? And also, I have to make sure that I'm really talking over this music because it's Crush 40 music, and I really do not want to get copywritten for Crush 40 music. So in order to dodge that, I need to be talking over this song as much as possible, all right? If anything, I'm going to lower the volume. Well, actually, no, we're in phase 2 now, so we don't even need to lower the volume. Gosh darn. Okay, anyway. Anyway. Phase 2. Let's do it. Okay. This is probably what the article is talking about for, like, its entirety. So, just gonna show you how it's done. Oh no, I got hit. Oh no, it's over, man. No, it's not. It's not over. Oh, I got hit again. Oh my god, whoa. You could just go back. You could just walk back, run back, hover back. Just go backwards. And it's just that easy. Get some rings while you're at it too. Like, come on, man. Come on. It's not that hard, guys. It's not that hard. I don't know what's going on around here. These lies, all this propaganda, you know? It's like, what in the world? My goodness. I just don't get it. Look at that. I'm not even blue. I'm not even blue. And I still got there. Is this a hard boss fight to you guys? Yes or no? Tell me in the comments down below. Okay? My god. I can't. I'm sorry, guys. I just get triggered over things like this, alright? I get triggered. Because it's like, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but like when I see things where people are like, oh my god, this is so hard, it's impossible. I'm like, is it though? Is it really all that hard? Come on, man. Come on. Next one. Big Arm. Sonic the Hedgehog 3. This one, I can agree with, okay? It's pretty difficult. I'll give you that one. It's a little rough, alright? Big Arm is proof that sometimes a boss doesn't have to be flashy to be hard. As Dr. Robotnik's final weapon in Sonic the Hedgehog 3, this mechanical menace breaks all norms to focus on dealing damage to Sonic in any way possible. There are spikes on Big Arm's head, so Sonic can't jump on it, and has massive arms jutting out of its body to catch Sonic every time he lunges forward and brutally slams on the platform. Plus, the fact that the movement and attack pattern of this boss was erratic and extremely unpredictable only made matters worse. Defeating Big Arm involves possessing nerves of steel to endure its relentless attacks and a keen eye to spot when to attack him. When attacking, players have to make sure to avoid the spikes in their heads to find the right spot to target, and only then will they be able to take it down. Yeah, it's pretty hard. I'll give you that one. I really will, okay? Like, I'm about to show you right now. It's a pretty hard fight. Alright, so, something that the article doesn't talk about is this fight right here. Which is like, yeah, it's pretty easy. I mean, look at that. Okay, I lost rings, but that doesn't matter. It's a pretty easy fight, I'll give you that. But, however, you gotta make sure... Okay. You gotta make sure you're doing this without losing rings, so it's not as hard. Wow, okay. Can I, like, prove a point, please? Like, I need to prove a point real quick. Can I not freaking... There you go. Anyway, you know what? It was for the video. It was for the sake of the video. We only have one ring. It was on purpose. It was on purpose. Anyway, so Big Arms. So they don't talk about that fight because it's pretty easy. However, there is a chance for you to lose your ring, so it does make things a little hard. But one way to get through this is this insta shield. It does help. The insta shield does help. But this is a pretty hard fight. Okay. Another obvious trick is go into this fight in your super form or your hyper form. You know, it makes it so much easier. But you know, yeah, this isn't like the way we're doing it. We're not gonna go into our super forms for this. Gotta prove a point. This fight is hard, okay? I know I'm kind of doing this flawlessly, but trust me when I say this fight is hard. You all know it's hard. You all know, okay? Ooh, Tails. I thought you got him there. Yikes. But yeah, this ain't easy. And this was the original final boss fight for Sonic the Hedgehog 3. This is Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and Knuckles in Sonic Origins. So there's more fights to come. There's more fights to come. But yeah, no, this was definitely a very hard boss fight when I first did it. It was very hard. I was definitely questioning, like, how the heck? You know? And I died numerous times to this. So, did you guys also find Big Arms pretty hard? Drop a comment down below if you did. But we should almost be done with this. Look at that. First try. So that's Big Arms. Okay, moving on. So, next fight is Sir Lancelot from Sonic and the Black Knight. Now this one is another one where I'm like, okay, yeah, you kind of have a point there, sir. Okay. At first, I was like, no, this fight's easy. Come on. What's the freaking point of this one? It's so dang easy. You're pathetic. But then I was like, oh, wait, but there is that second version of the fight. And I'm like, I mean, that was pretty easy, wasn't it? And I tried doing it, and I was like, oh yeah, no, wait, this is a little rough around the edges here. I'm a little struggle bus here. Sir Lancelot, a dark and formidable version of Shadow the Hedgehog, is the most difficult boss fight on the Nintendo Wii. Would I agree with that? The most difficult boss fight. I'm guessing they mean the most difficult Sonic like boss fight, you know, like Sonic game. Would I agree with that? Sonic and his Secret Rings. I mean, no, those boss fights were pretty easy. And then there's Sonic Unleashed, and not really. So yeah, I would agree. Sir Lancelot is the hardest boss fight on the Nintendo Wii. Players should be prepared to handle the sudden increase in difficulty thanks to Sir Lancelot's lightning-fast attacks and counterplay that demands precision. Set in Arthurian-inspired world, the duel against Lancelot isn't a traditional Sonic boss fight anyway, but straight up a sword battle. So, yeah, no, that's pretty difficult, okay? So let me show you guys just how hard that really is. Okay, so, first, before we get to the hard version of the fight, let me show you the regular version, the first boss fight in the whole game, really, okay? By the way, I should be in the Paladin styles, which means I have a more offensive play style here. So I have a higher attack and whatnot. Let me show you just how easy this one is. Get him. Yeah. Go on. Go on. Go on. Look at that. And that was me. If anything, that was me being too careless, okay? Nice trick you have to do is just lunge at him and you can just combo him to death easily. But again, that was just the easy version of the fight. So let me show you guys the hard version of the fight, the one that the article is mentioning here. So right off the bat, you're gonna see some differences.
My ultimate power.
Already getting hit. He's chaos blasting like crazy, and there's not much I can really do about it. It's kind of hard. And then there's this. Damn it, it's really fast. Really fast. I'm already out of rings. Yeah, I died. I freaking died, okay? That's how hard it is. This ain't that easy. Like, there's just a certain way you have to, like, approach this fight. Like that. Like that. That's how you have to do it, okay? You have to bait him into attack. Freaking do your uppercut. If you want to know how to do the uppercut, you just hold down and you swing. This is really bright. Gosh darn. You hold down the nunchuck and then you swing. You do an uppercut. You want to lunge, you hold forward, and you do a freaking just attack, really. And you lunge in. Oh, that's a hard fight. That's a very hard fight. So I will give them that one, okay? You got 2 out of 3 fights correct there, article. All right, 2 out of 3. What's next? Let's see. Doomsday Zone, Sonic 3 and Knuckles. I don't agree with this one. I don't agree. Doomsday Zone is a boss fight and a level combined in a single package. It's also the first time in the franchise that Sonic takes the fight to space as Super Sonic, making the showdown nothing short of a spectacle. As Dr. Robotnik flees with the Master Emerald, players must chase him through an asteroid-filled gauntlet, dodging debris and missiles and collecting rings to make sure their continuously depleting ring count doesn't reach the 0 mark. Despite being controlled with Super Sonic, this level won't be easy as players will have to do a bunch of things simultaneously while keeping chase with Eggman by avoiding space debris with pinpoint dodges and collecting rings to power up the Super Sonic form. It's a finale that tests everything the players have learned throughout the game, offering one of the most satisfying yet nerve-wracking experiences in this series. Sure, it's hype, I'll give you that, but it ain't hard. Let me show you why. Okay, Doomsday Zone, the Doomsday Zone. We're hypersonic, it shouldn't make that much of a difference, but it gets the point across all the same. I just won't do... Actually, I can't do the flash attack. Okay, never mind. This is just like Super Sonic then. So, yeah, you just get as many rings as possible. Okay, just get all the rings you can. Just all the rings. And honestly, you should be good for the rest of the freaking stage. So, just keep on collecting rings. Not that bad. Dodge the missiles, obviously. The rocks, they don't matter all that much, really. They might just make dodging the missiles harder. And then this is a very easy way to get rings. You just dodge the missiles in that order. And then you can get rings easily. Big amount of rings up there. Just keep on getting all these rings, and then eventually we will get to the ship. Soon. Almost. I mistimed this. Anytime now. There we go. Okay. Just holding forward. There we go. And then you just want these missiles over here to hit the head. Just hit the head. That's all it is. That's all you got to do. Just hit the head. And this thing will go down much faster than you think. Look at that. And it doesn't even matter when you get hit. It's not like you lose rings or anything. Unlike a certain Sonic game where you do lose rings from getting hit. I won't mention it. And look at that. I got 2 for with that one. Look at that. But the fight ain't over yet. And maybe this is why they call it a hard fight. Maybe this is the reason. You know, because it still ain't over. You just gotta punch him. Just freaking tackle this man. That's all you gotta do. Tackle him. How hard is that? How hard is that, folks? Come on. Come on, man. You can't tell me this is hard. Tell me in the comments below, actually. I'm telling you you can't, but if this really is hard for you, tell me in the comments and tell me why. For all these boss fights, if they are hard for you, please tell me why they are hard. I need to understand. I need to understand. Because it's like, surely this isn't hard, right? I'm literally just holding forward. Or I guess, right. Just holding right. And the boss fight's over. It's over. That's Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and Knuckles, the true final boss, actually. So, yeah, what the hell is that article talking about? Freaking, let's see what's next. BioLizard. Okay, so, if it's your first time doing BioLizard, I 100% understand. I can get behind this one, okay? So what, that's like, what, 3 now? 3 boss fights I agree with? I 100% agree with this one because it's pretty difficult, okay? The Biolizard is the second last boss fight in Sonic Adventure 2 and a stark departure from the game's usual fast-paced battles. As the prototype of the ultimate life form, this grotesque creature is as challenging as it is horrifying and unsettling. The difficulty of this boss lies in the pacing, as every time Shadow damages it, the Biolizard moves on to the next phase, which is even more challenging, with small room for error. Its attack pattern involves spinning around on a platform to damage Shadow, and suddenly switching the direction of the rotation to catch player off guard. The Biolizard also launches balls of dark energy to hone in on Shadow at either a high or low angle. This, combined with the haunting soundtrack of the lore and the lore surrounding the Biolizard's creation, is why this battle left a lasting impression on fans of the series, and not in a good way. Not in a good way? What is that? People love the Biolizard. What the hell? Boy, if you don't. Oh God, I can't even. Oh God. let me Whew, let me show you what's up. All right, Biolizard. The Biolizard, prototype of the ultimate life. So, let me show you something here. Let me show you something. First off, yes, this fight is hard, okay? Let me just get one ring. Just one ring, okay. Let me show you something, a little trick I picked up. Because the first hit's easy, so I could just show this trick to you real quick. I could just do it right. Okay, I couldn't do it right, but... Hold up, I'll do it again. Just give me a minute. I want to show you all a really easy trick. Oh, maybe not that easy, but a really cool trick to get this fight over and done with really fast. Beautiful, beautiful. The only time I'll do it. That's the only time I'll do it. Okay, let me show you how the actual fight goes. Okay, we gotta prove a point here because I actually agree. This boss fight is pretty hard. Okay. So it left a good impression. What do you mean? People love the Biolizard, okay? That's why when people saw it in Sonic the Hedgehog 3, they were going crazy, being like, oh my god, Biolizard, oh my gosh, whoa! Oh shoot. Honestly, the slow energy balls, they're a little difficult. They're more clumped together. But these first couple of hits, they're pretty easy. They're pretty easy. The last couple of hits that are a little difficult. You gotta watch out for that tail. Can't go too fast. Don't get swept up by the water, by the way, or else you'll die. There's a lot going on with this one. More energy balls. You just gotta make sure that you're jumping or somersaulting. Jumping or somersaulting. Now this is why this fight is so freaking hard. You gotta really make sure you're dodging those eggs, homing attacking in the most precise way. It has to be pretty precise. Do not miss your target because it is possible to miss your target. Really make sure that you're honing in on what you're homing attacking on. But it only gets harder from there, and you'll see. I mean, you guys most likely already know what's gonna happen. All right. We might as well just skip to that part. So let's skip on to that part. There we go. Just skip to the final phase, final hit. Okay. I'll tell you when it's coming. Okay, so this part right here. This is what got everyone killed multiple times. Can I do it? Can I do it? Can I do it? Yeah! But they can still hit you. They can still hit you, and that's scary. And when you get hit, there's no recovering your rings. Alright? There's no recovering your rings. So that fight is pretty hard, okay? I'll give you that one. I will give you that one. What is next? Okay, so Perfect Dark Gaia. Yeah? You right. You right. Okay, sure. Because I assume we're talking about the Xbox PlayStation version, right? Not the Wii version, because the Wii version is extremely easy. But the Xbox PlayStation version, that's hard. That's pretty hard. Perfect Dark Gaia is the climactic boss of Sonic Unleashed and probably the most cinematic encounter in the entire franchise. After traveling the globe and restoring the planet's fractured continent, Sonic faces off against this ancient godlike being in a multi-phase battle alongside Chip, who's inside an armored suit. What makes this fight challenging is the sheer length. First, players have to fly towards Gaia in the supersonic form while dodging rocks and energy orbs while collecting as many rings as possible, since these dictate how much health Sonic will have throughout the battle. That part is very important. Then they have to destroy Gaia's shield before it kills Chip by boosting into the serpent's heads while avoiding the nearby rocks. After all this, there's a series of short QTEs followed by a button mashing sequence where players have to press a button 60 times within roughly 10 seconds to finally defeat the boss, make it not just difficult but an annoying boss fight. Sonic Unleashed is one of my favorite. Okay, blew you away, blah blah blah. Okay, that's not important. Alright, so yes, this fight is hard, but I find it funny that to this person who wrote the article, the hardest part was the button mashing 60 times. I do not believe that's the hardest part. The hardest part is the serpent heads while you're on a time limit. That's the hard part right there. Let me show you what's up. Alright, so Perfect Dark Gaia. Woo boy. Listen, this part's hard, but you know it's also hard? Getting up to this point. That's also very hard, okay? That's too far. So get those rings. Get those rings. Yeah. Get those rings. Yeah. Yeah, we're rich. Oh god, okay, don't lose it.
I gotta take out this shield.
Yeah, that shield's a problem. This shield's a problem. Okay, so let me show you guys what's up.
My turn, Sonic.
Skipping heads. Skip to
Hey, what are you doing, Chip?
Just skip to that one. Don't mind, just skip to that one.
Chip, you were... Wow.
Please, Joe, hurry. Joe,
I'll
please
get
skip
its
to that
attention,
point.
Sonic.
Please.
You do something about this shield. I think those big snake things are creating the shield, Sonic.
Okay, so we gotta destroy these snake heads. But you see, the thing about these snake heads is that they're very, like, I don't want to say hard, but like awkward. They're very, oh god, those rocks, those freaking rocks. Oh, they're very awkward to punch, basically. You gotta boost into them, and it's just awkward. It's just awkward. And you're on a time limit. Like, you gotta make sure Chip does not die. So yeah, good luck on that one. Oh, and I got hit. I don't know by what. Oh, probably that big attack that he's those weavers. Definitely that. That's definitely what hit me. Okay, wow. Remember when I said Supersonic didn't take damage in Sonic the Hedgehog 3? When he was Hypersonic? Yeah, no. Check this out. All the rings just leaving my body. Okay, I need a head to pop out. There we go. That's another thing. You gotta wait for these heads to pop out, dude. Being on a time limit and you gotta be forced to wait, that's hard, man. That's hard. These heads, dude. It's like Dark Gaia. Just give me head, dude. I need this head. Just give it to me. Please. No! Uh-oh. Okay, that one. Gotta hurry up. And you know, I have my own time limit too. It's not just Chip, but like there's Supersonic's time limit as well. Oh boy, okay. I need that head, dude. Give me that head. Yeah! Yeah! Okay. So the hard part's done, but according to the article, this is the hardest part that's coming up right now, these QTEs. So, we're gonna watch this, and you tell me if these QTEs are hard, okay? Here we go. That's one. That's two. This is such a hype, like, freaking fight. The music's so good, too. That's three. Just listen to it. That's four. That's five. And this is six. Let go, Chip. Let go. And then there's this. Which, you know, just press the button. All you're doing is pressing a button multiple times. How hard is that, dude? Come on, man! Come on, man! But no, everything else about this fight's hard. And also, again, leading up to this part is what's really freaking difficult. That Gaia Colossus where you have to, like, charge forward, that's hard, man. That is hard stuff. Also, for this, you just hold X. You just go right through him. Freaking puncture him, man. Puncture him. All right? Let's just see this real quick. Let's just see this. Look at that. Beautiful. Okay, now. Silver the Hedgehog. Don't even get me started, dude. Don't even get me started. I know what you're going to say. I know what you're going to say. Don't even try it, man. This ain't it. This ain't it. While the entire game is a slog to go through, Silver the Hedgehog is particularly infamous for being an extremely frustrating boss fight in Sonic the Hedgehog 2006. As Sonic's telekinetic rival, Silver's combat style is ridiculously simple and awfully annoying. All Silver does is use his telekinesis to hold Sonic in place so he cannot move, and then either toss him up into the sky or slam an object into him. There's nothing the player can do after Silver gets a hold of them, and any rings they have on them will be lost. But to rub salt into the wound, Silver often combos these same attacks in quick succession so that the player has no time to grab any rings, leading to imminent death. As Sonic says, it's no use trying to win this boss fight, and players are better off uninstalling the game entirely. Also, Sonic doesn't even say that. Silver says that. What is this article? What is this? Let me show you how this is done. BRB. There we go. Anyway, okay. Just hit him. Just hit him. You know, he wanted to jump, so I just hit him. Oh, you heard him. Boom. All you do is run away from him. Just run away. And listen out for him. You listening? Oh, I heard him. Oh. Ow. Okay. I was a little late on that hit. There you go. And also, homing attacking him is not the only way to fight him. Watch this. You just do this. Boop. Just give him a little like sidekick. That. What's the problem? What's the actual problem? That was hard. I understand. I understand.
Incredible.
There's the bug where it's like he can just trap you in the corner and whatnot, but don't let him trap you in the corner. Just run away. It's not like it's like, oh, I can't stop that from happening. Just run away. It's not that hard. I feel like them saying that like it's a hard fight. It's one of the hardest fights. I feel like it's just the Sonic 06 is bad meme. Okay, it's just that freaking outdated joke of like Sonic 06 is such a terrible game, so we're just gonna say this. It's like, come on, man. This has been played into the ground long enough. Enough is enough. All right, let's move on. What's next? Mecha Sonic and Death Egg Robot. I'll give you this one. I will give you this one, okay? Because when I was young, I kept attacking the Death Egg Robot in the wrong way, okay? Oh god, I would try to hit its middle part of the body, like the middle part, like where you see these spikes over here. I would wait for him to like do something like that, like when he walks, he like retracts his arms with the spikes, and I thought I had to hit him in like a frame perfect like way in order to like actually attack this thing, where the spikes do not actually hit you. That's the only way I kept attacking this thing. I didn't know that wasn't the right way to do it. I was a dumb kid, but apparently successful. Anyway. The final showdown of Sonic the Hedgehog 2 against Mecha Sonic and the Death Egg Robot is as brutal as it is iconic. With no rings to rely on, players must face these two bosses back to back, testing every ounce of their skill, patience, and precision. Mecha Sonic is a tough warm-up with rapid attacks and unpredictable movements, but the real challenge comes with the towering Death Egg Robot. This fight requires players to dodge the robot's massive arms that fly out towards Sonic and time their attacks perfectly while dodging the Death Egg's jump attacks. This is a battle that leaves no room for error, making victory all the sweeter for those who manage to conquer it. The two-part finale remains a shining example of old-school difficulty done right. Yes, this fight is hard, and I'm about to show you why. Okay, so as I was getting my data for Sonic the Hedgehog 2, I realized I don't have clear data for Sonic. I guess I deleted that. Sonic and Tails, really. So I have clear data for Amy, so we're just gonna make life easy for ourselves and just use Amy. But yeah, that was Mecha Sonic, by the way. Or, actually, sorry, it's not even Mecha Sonic, it's Silver Sonic, okay? Let's get that straight. It's Mecha Sonic with a whole different Sonic, so Anyway, this is the real tough fight. The real boss fight here. Okay, so, as you can see with the arms, I tried to hit him, like, time it perfectly to hit him like that. Like, that's where I would try to hit him. It was freaking crazy. It was such an endeavor. It was a lot. Anyway, this is how I'm pretty sure you're supposed to do it. I know you can hit him right now, but I wait for him to throw the arm. Throw the arm. And now, he's gonna go back up. I need you to come back down. And then, you hit him. And then rinse and repeat. Rinse and freaking repeat. Do that a couple of times, and you win. So, what makes that fight really hard is that you have no rings. You have no rings whatsoever. So, yeah. That makes it a little, really freaking difficult, okay? Really difficult having no rings. And then if you do die, you have to fight Silver Sonic again. So that makes it a little challenging. But yeah, no, they definitely got the nail on the, right on the head there. Because that one's a hard one. Very, very hard. So that's all 10 of the hardest boss fights they could think of. Was it 10? Actually, no, I think it was like 8. Hold up, there's Perfect Chaos, Big Arm, Sir Lancelot, Doomsday Zone, Bio-Lizard, Perfect Dark Gaia, Silver the Hedgehog. Okay, there was actually 8. There were 8 boss fights they thought was really freaking difficult. And out of all those fights, they got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them right. Okay, 5 out of 8, good score. I'll give them that one. Okay, I will give them that one. 5 out of 8. So this made me so freaking aggravated and so triggered when I first read it that I'm gonna make my own list. Not in this video, but in the next video, I'm gonna give you guys my own list of hardest Sonic boss fights. Tell me what you think the hardest Sonic boss fights are. I would love to hear about them, but my list is not going to have any of these bosses. It's going to be completely different bosses, because trust me when I say these are going to be the hardest boss fights in the whole Sonic franchise. Look forward to that, okay? I'm gonna catch you guys. Yeah, I can't even talk anymore. I'm so freaking thirsty and triggered. I've been talking for so long. I'll catch you all next time, okay? Apparently, one does not simply beat a boss fight. I don't know. It says go fast, but whatever. See you all next video. Stay blue and have an S-rank day. Bye-bye.